Hey, how's everyone doing? Usman here, as always back with another video. I am going to be doing a video about the latest Blade casting for the new Blade movie that's going to be coming out in 2023 with Mahershala Ali. There's been casting of this actor already, and this is the latest of the news from Blade, so I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I'm going to be pulling up an article, reading the article, uncovering some details about this whole thing, then giving you my thoughts afterwards. But before I do all of that, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as leave a comment letting me know your thoughts about, just the channel in general, about this character of Blade. Do you know who Blade is? Do you not know who he is? Do you know who the actor that I'm going to be talking about is? Anything like that, just let me know down below in the comment section, because I really want to know what do you guys have to say. Ever since Mahershala Ali was announced as the star of Marvel's new Blade, bringing the Daywalker firmly into the MCU, we've wondered who might be joining him on the screen. The first name has been announced, well, not announced per se, as it's Marvel, but at least reported, as Delroy Lindo has locked in a deal to appear. Mogul Mowgli's Basim Tariq is directing the movie, with Watchmen TV series director Stacey Osei Kofer cranking out the screenplay. Little has been revealed about the story, since we all know that the human-vampire hybrid who hunts his fellow members of the Fang Club, he was previously brought to life by Wesley Snipes in 3 movies. The new film could be shooting late summer next year. We recently talked to Ali about his excitement for the role. So this is from Empire, but the article gets to the point. I like that. I've seen this actor, I think, probably in some other things. I think there was this movie, I didn't know. I've heard of him in some things, maybe seen some clips here and there of him. There was this movie I think he was in called Point Break, which I think was like a movie that was based off a movie that came out 30 years ago with Keanu Reeves. He wasn't obviously in that one. He was in the newer one, which came out I think probably about 6 or 7 years ago roughly. So I think he was in the reboot of that. He was in that, and then he was in another movie on Netflix, I think. So I've heard and seen the actor. He looks like, he's going to be good for the role, I guess. Marvel usually picks a lot of great talent anyways. I'm usually never worried about the kind of talent that they pick at all, unless there's like one talent that I'm like, okay, they shouldn't have, no, that's a waste. But I'm mainly like, you know what, that's fine, that works for me. They haven't really said anything about who he was going to play, but I could only think of 2 sort of roles. One of them could be Whistler, who was a character in the comics that helped out Blade. Anyways, he was in Spider-Man the Animated Series, which was a cartoon, which I've mentioned before on this channel, which I really loved, where Blade made an appearance in that show. And with that, Whistler was a character who kind of, I guess in a way, was like Alfred, where he provided Blade with the necessary weapons and everything like that, just helped him out. That's kind of who Whistler was. Whistler was a big part of, I guess, his character in the comics and in the movies, as well as even the Spider-Man animated series. So, he provides weapons, helps Blade out with that to help him hunt down vampires. I'm assuming he'll probably play that role. Or someone else related to Blade, maybe that will be Blade's father, or he could be the villain of the movie, or it could be something else totally out of left field. Who knows? Those are actually my guesses so far. I'm very excited for the Blade movie. I actually like those other Blade movies. I think probably the first one and the second one, probably more so the first one. Yeah, Wesley Snipes, he did a really good job playing the role of Blade, and I think so Mahershala Ali will knock it out of the park with his role in this. And at the same time, he was also in Luke Cage, which I've mentioned before, and he played sort of the villain of Cottonmouth in that, so he's going to be coming back for another Marvel project, which is insane. Then I heard that he did Into the Spider-Verse, and he voiced, I think, the Prowler in that. He's just in Marvel everywhere, so that's exciting. Spoilers for Eternals. Spoilers. It's been out for some time, a little bit, I guess. Blade's voice was heard in the post-credit scene for Marvel Studios' Eternals, and you could hear his voice, and he was talking to Dane Whitman, and so that basically gives an idea that we'll see Blade again, and we'll see him in person, and it's just going to be incredible, just to see how that's going to happen. Maybe we'll see him in another movie for Eternals, or maybe we'll see him team up with Dane Whitman in his own movie. I think they said late next summer, something like that, and then it might just release sometime in 2023. So that's quite some time from now, but, this year's almost over, so, we got some time left over, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad we're finally getting updates on this, because they announced this back at Comic-Con back in 2019, so finally we got updates on this. Those are my thoughts. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.